Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Dungeon. I'm your host, Lauren Tepper, and today, Bergman Tennis is here. This is the third year in a row you've been here?
Yes, sir.
This is everybody knows who he is. He's got his nickname, Steve Killer Cox. And you know why it's killer? He's got a killer serve. Right, guys? They're all shaking their heads. They know what better to say. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for
It's
having us.
always great to have you here. You got one of the finest tennis programs around, and I'm talking about by numbers.
Yeah, we have a lot of interest. Starts early. Got a lot of seniors that kids look up to, and so they enjoy it, and it kind of builds on that.
A lot of kids in the room here today that have been on the show before. I won't be able to surprise them with anything or come up with anything that's out of whack for them, will I?
Hopefully you will.
Hopefully I will.
Oh, wait. How close is it to Lakin's birthday?
It was last Friday.
Oh, sorry.
So we still sing happy birthday. That'd be all right. So let's talk about, you guys had your first match of the year last night. You were playing Mountain View Conference, or was it a non-conference?
Conference match. Did real well. As you know, we lost 5 seniors from the boys, 2 from last year. So the boys were real young, had no idea what to expect. Came out, we won everything except for Kendall. Got beat singles 9-7. Windy conditions. He'll take him the next time we play. Not worried about it. Very happy with what I saw.
Well, that's a good thing. Winning 6 matches out of 7 is pretty good, right? No,
that was individual.
Individuals?
Yeah, 9 out of 7. He got beat. He won 7. The other guy lost 9. Girls, I don't think we lost any. None of the first or second lost any yesterday. So the girls, or did we? I didn't bring it with me. So I think all our number 1 and 2s won. Very happy to see that. So I was happy after yesterday.
You got quite a few returning players, as I see. You got Kendall Ruff over there. He's sitting there all by himself, nice and quiet. Doesn't want to. I don't know if he put any deodorant on today or not. Is that why he's being singled out over there?
Oh, I'm sure he does after some of the stories I was hearing last night. Why he's wanting to get back so early.
All right. And then and Marcus and Jordan are over there. Jordan, he forgets though that ball's not as big as the golf ball, right?
Exactly.
So. That's all right. So let's talk about the season. This is your conference is a little smaller. It includes Valley, Bergman, Mountain View.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. We thought they'd put Atkins in with us. They didn't. I guess they did it because of travel. Mm-hmm. And, it's good and bad. It's hard to schedule in this area. If we had one more team in our conference, that'd be 2 more matches for us. But at the same time, we don't have to travel, so we're happy with it, and we'll go with it.
A lot of the matches at the Harrison Country Club and then at the Mountain Home, they kind of split that for you,
Yes.
which is when you play Mountain View, you kind of meet halfway.
Yes, that opens up. When Mountain Home is out of town, they let us come in there, and they have 5 courts. So instead of Mountain View coming here and us going to Mountain View and playing on 3 or 4 courts, we go there and play on 5. And the 2 extra courts makes a lot of difference in time, and we get more kids playing more time. So it's a good deal.
Now, last year you tried the tri-team matches, and I see the schedule doesn't allow that this year.
Well, we would have, but we only have 3 schools. 4. We only have 3 schools compared to 4. So there was no need. It just opened up where we didn't have to. We need to.
So this year, where are the districts?
Harrison Country Club, October 7th or 8th, I believe.
Thursday and Friday. Boy, that's like in 5 weeks.
It's here.
It's
here.
It's one of the things about the fall sports is that they start earlier. Golf starts August 1st, and the district is this 3rd week of September, and tennis is that first week of October and going on.
And we push ours back. You can start it a week earlier, but we'd rather play. You have to be done October 9th with district. So we flirt with it as close to the end as we can. If we're getting rain, we'll worry about it. But then we still have a week before state.
Where's state at this year? Last year you guys were the host.
We hosted it last year at Arkansas Tech, Brent Willwell. This year, Little Rock Episcopal is hosting at Burns Park, and they've got 28 courts. So that goes pretty good.
Pretty good. Now they're kind of a sleeper team, Little Rock Episcopal.
No, yeah, we've never heard of them. Yeah, they they'll bring their tennis pros with them to the matches, or they were at state, and you know we teach them the same thing, but they probably have more time, get a little. They may have some time in the day for instruction where we don't, and we have a few more conflicts. But when they have their own tennis pros, it's hard to compete sometimes.
So you got some seniors in here and some juniors. What's the younger classes looking like? Your sophomores and your juniors. You have a no-cut policy, so I mean,
yes,
you could have 20 kids out there in the freshman class.
This bunch I hope they look to this bunch and learn their work habits. This is a good bunch, and even the ones before them. I don't think the younger ones understand why our program is the way it is. We don't practice 24 hours a day or anything, but when we have practice, this bunch is there. They're ready to go. Hardly ever do any of them miss. And when you're after school, you're going to have conflicts, and I understand that. But if they will get as dedicated as this bunch, I'll be happy. They've got the athleticism. Now they just got to mix it in with the dedication, and they'll be all right.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, the footwork and being able to work on that serve. I mean, it all starts with the serve. And if you have a decent serve, a decent first serve, I mean, you can win a lot of matches without ever having to get into the volley.
Exactly, and I was going to say, some of these kids, like Kelsey and Kendall, they have older sisters that have played, and so they've been around it a long time, and it makes a lot of difference. And like I said, the work habit of the other ones, they come right along.
Well, maybe there'll be a maturity thing as they get older. I think that kind of that 7, 8, 9. There's still some things going on in maturity, and there's a lot to deal with. Stepping into high school and being part of that, and then throwing athletics on top of it.
Yes. And anyway, yeah, you're absolutely right, and I hope they just follow their lead.
All right. So, who do we expect big things out of?
Here's what our doubles girls, they won. They came in second last year, but made it to semifinals of state. So I'm expecting big things from them. Kelsey was came in first at district and got into won a match or two at Little Rock. Hopefully she can continue on that. Lakin came in second last year, or third maybe at district, and she played real well yesterday. So maybe that's a strong part. Our number 2 doubles girls teams, we're still looking. So whoever wants to step up there. Boys, we know Kendall, the most experienced, expecting great things from him. There's probably the hardest hitting individual that we've had come back in a long time that can keep it in. I mean, we've got a lot that can hit it hard, but might have to take a while to find it. But Kendall's consistent, good role model, good leader. So, like I said, we were talking yesterday. We know him and the boy from Mountain View. We figure will be the 1 and 2 spots. Don't know for sure what Valley has, but they've got the experience and have been there.
Yeah, and these kids at Valley, their team is, when Chase Campbell left and Dustin McCutcheon, as they graduated, moved on. This group that's seniors this year had played a lot to get up to that. Now they have some experience in matches. Talent-wise, they're probably still working on that.
And they come on, they had come on at district last year. They had really improved. I think Coach Melton does a great job.
Mr. Whitaker's helping them this year too.
Yes, and he's played college tennis, so he'll help. So we can't count them out. I just don't know what they have. I just know these two have a little more experience. Kendall's our experience on the boys' side. Marcus and Jordan were our number 1 doubles yesterday. They won. Then Shane and Tommy were our number 2 doubles. They won. So there's not that much difference between them. So I'm expecting good things from them. Don't know who our number 2 boys single will be yet. We got 3 ninth graders that it's going to be between. So they're all athletic, but they're going to have to combine the tennis and athleticism at the same time.
When's your first conference match?
It was yesterday.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You played
Yeah.
Mountain View.
Here it's a race. I could not tell you when our next conference match is. Maybe I just really don't know. I don't have it in front of me. Later in September, about September 16th.
It's like I think the schedule I saw, at least on the Valley schedule side, was like once a week that they were playing a conference match and through the month of September.
We'll play Valley here in a week or so, and then we'll play the next week. We play Mountain View, then we play Valley, and we're done with them. So that's something along that line. Our last conference match for district, I believe, is September 28th. So
All right.
that's against Valley.
Well, let's take a short break. We come back. We'll bring out these experienced players, and she can get off the phone because she's texting. See?
I hope you're not texting anybody at school. I need to call Mr.
Yeah, getting in trouble there. We'll be right back. We're going to talk with these Bergman tennis players.